What's up everyone, Brennan here, author, speaker, educator, and this video is dedicated to future moms and dads and anyone that is thinking about conceiving and having a muffin in the oven. And here's why. I was recently presented a study conducted by the Environmental Working Group, and they did two studies separate from one another, and they were basically researching the toxic load found in the umbilical cord. So why don't I just do this really quick. This is obviously a fetus developing inside the womb, and if I magnify the umbilical cord, there it is right there, and that's the umbilical cord. Basically the blue lines, they represent the veins, so they're delivering all of the nutrients and oxygen to the little baby that's developing. And the red represents the artery, and that's basically, pulling all of the waste from the baby and delivering it, back inside the mom to process in the liver and everything like that for detoxification and so forth. Because the baby's still developing, right? But I wanted to present this study because it's so fascinating, and this is not my information, so you cannot get mad at me. But I am going to share my opinion after this video, or after this study. So the Environmental Working Group, they are a very unbiased body that does multiple studies on multiple spectrums. But in this particular one, it was two studies in two different labs. And what they did is they basically dissected the umbilical cord, and they wanted to determine how much toxic load, how many toxins, chemicals were found in the umbilical cord. Why? Because obviously that would be passed on to the baby and the developing baby. They found in two different studies, two separate studies from one another, they found the umbilical cord had over 200 chemicals, foreign chemicals from to the human body, found inside the umbilical cord. What types of chemicals did they find? Well, they found synthetic hormones, metals, chemicals. They found environmental toxins, plastics. Now, we all would totally acknowledge that these are not good for any human body to have in our body whatsoever, let alone a developing baby, right? So not only do these put a major strain on the development on the body of the baby, but it puts a major strain on the development of the brain of the body. In fact, another study, they found that in all of the studies, in all of the anatomies of the umbilical cord, they found beta amyloid plaque. And what that is that's one of the components to the development of Alzheimer's disease already in babies. So that's just information that I wanted to share. You don't get mad at me. Those are the facts. Okay, so here's what I'm going to share as my opinion. It is, in my opinion, and many other professional colleagues in the field, that women in childbearing ages should detoxify. How do they do that? Well, they need to eat healthy, and they need to avoid alcohol. They need to avoid stimulants, okay? And then they need to detoxify. How do they do that? Juice cleansing, dry brushing, using the sauna, eating healthy, drinking lots of water. The female body has only X amount of eggs, right, in her inside. And for example, when you consume alcohol, that alcohol goes right into those eggs and really deteriorates the health of those eggs and minimizes them. Same thing with smoking cigarettes, right? All of those things are factors to consider that you should not be consuming even prior to even thinking about having a baby, having a little muffin grow in that oven, right? So you've got to detoxify. It's first and foremost. And if you find yourself pregnant, congratulations. And if you find that you may have not been in the healthiest state, it's your best chance now to just really incorporate a holistic, healthy diet, because you know that those are going to get passed on to your baby. Um, there's one of the reasons why autism, for example, is so high right now, because we live in such a toxic, burdened environment. So the best thing to do, just as a healthy human being, is to live a healthy, gut living lifestyle, detoxify, exercise, eat holistic, drink lots of water, and don't consume chemicals. Even skincare, right? Like those things our body absorbs. So I just wanted to share that because the facts, you can't deny the facts, right? And what's the easiest thing to do is just detoxify, because these don't belong inside the adult body, and they certainly don't belong inside a developing baby, because we want to give the baby the best chance for a healthy, vibrant life that you can. And by detoxifying prior to conception, living a healthy lifestyle, choosing not to drink alcohol, choosing not to have stimulants, choosing not to smoke, those are all things that you can do to improve your own life, but also the future life of your baby. So I just wanted to share that. If you found that valuable, hit a like, hit a subscribe, share me your comments, share it with a friend. Tell me your experiences. Did you ever detoxify before giving birth? Did you have any challenges? Because it's such a, it's really important, right? And it comes close to my heart as well. So I just wanted to share that. Hope you found it valuable. Until next time, in good health and in good spirit.